You're watching Parrot Reviews, and this is Boshers. Is this game a hidden gem, or will it leave us stone cold? There's only one way to find out. Let's rock! Boshers starts by offering a choice of whether you want to play the game like it's on an 8-bit console or on an 8-bit computer. What this means is you can play it like it was made in the 1990s for a console like the Nintendo, or play it like it was made in the 1980s for a home computer. As I'm a bit of a dinosaur, an 80s kid who owned a ZX Spectrum, my preference is the 8-bit computer, and this means a more limited colour palette than the console, but really the sprites and graphics are so well made that they're both lovely to look at. Whatever you choose, you're still getting widescreen HD, so these graphics are always going to look lovely. As an extra treat, if you choose the 8-bit computer, you'll be treated to a loading procedure just like it would have been back in the day. Loading took forever back then, over a whole minute, but you can choose to skip it if you don't enjoy the screechy noises of data loading. To me, it's like music to my ears. Gameplay wise, there's you and you shoot the things and you move around. On a game controller, you use the left stick for move direction and the right stick for fire, so we could call it a twin stick shooter, but there's more to it than that. It's more like a twin stick arena shooter puzzler thing. Music and sound effects tie perfectly in with the action. Music sounds like it's been brought back in a time machine from the NES era, and game sound effects, nice bleeps and bloops, are perfectly identifiable with the actions they're representing. It's a really well put together soundscape that totally reinforces the main themes of the game. Boshers has more than enough content to keep you busy. Its story unfolds across 3 areas with 8 levels in each. Level 1 in the first area is the Prologue. You play the part of young Queen Victoria. Yeah, that Queen Victoria. You're going on a spaceship that will be fired from a cannon to Mars. Reminds me of the old Melee's film. But it's only men who are allowed to go, so a top hat and trousers help Queenie to blend in with the old boys and avoid any excessive mansplaining that may have otherwise occurred. This prologue is the perfect way to introduce us to the controls. You're in the giant bullety spaceshipy thing on your way to Mars, and you wake up because you're snoring too loud. You hope to fix this with a cup of tea and a munch, so then the objective is to find tea and a snack. Once the prologue's done, whether you realise it or not, you've been taught the movement controls, what a door looks like and how to open it. Rock on! Moving on to the first proper level, Jailbreak, your first objective is finding a weapon. This will be the main one for the game, the pistol, which has infinite ammunition as opposed to the others that are expendable. Once you've got a weapon, the next goal is to find your way to the exit lift, and from here on, catching these lifts is how you'll end each level. There are hidden items to find as well as those on display. In Jailbreak, one of the Boshers gives you a clue by asking, "What lies beyond these rocks?" prompting you to destroy the rocks to see what's hidden beneath. In this case, it's the entrance to a cave and there's a cup of tea and a key inside. Not all hidden stuff will be so obvious on later levels though, and you'll need to actively search for hidden snacks. Hidden snacks not only act as bonuses, but they're also used to unlock 4 standalone mini-games you can play outside of the main game at any time. After the first few levels are done, things start to get a bit tricky. You're not just fighting your way out of levels in this game, you need to think your way out too. And just when you think you've seen it all, Boshers throws in a new thing to keep it all interesting, and there's always a reason to come back for one more go. Overall then, Boshers is the thinking person's steampunk retro twin stick shooter. You'll be splatting zombies, blasting bad guys and blowing up barrels, but you're also going to have to figure out ways to solve the game's clever puzzles. Figuring out how to get around turrets, which doors to unlock, and which rocks to bosh is at the core of Rock Boshers gameplay. Everything in Rock Boshers is there for a reason, and it all works together to make an atmospheric, authentic retro experience. If this sounds like your cup of tea, Rock Boshers is available on Steam for PC, then there's Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita for the crazy low price of around 10-ish Canadian dollars. Just got time for a quick rock joke? Sherlock Holmes, what type of rock is this? Why, it's sedimentary, my dear Watson. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like it, and you never know, I might make some more. Goodbye.